So here's the speedometer. It shows normally 2.7, 2.8 miles per hour. And if you flip up to the scale, that's 16.8, 16.2. Okay. And that's done because I have a device here that can generate a simulation of your probe. So if I crank it up, it goes up over here. This little hole here is where we could put a reset button if we wanted. I have that in a bag here. It's all ready to go. But I don't think you need it. When the thing powers on, which it's now doing reliably, it does a little test and then goes out into operation. If you don't like the test, you can take the lid off. And there's dip switch 4, which is that one there. Throw it to the other position. And then when you reset it, it just goes straight to miles per hour. It's hard to do one-handed. Okay. And then again, scale. And then there'll be two presets. One is for your miles train and one is for thanes. And I put an index there on the back, see? Dip switch 1 on is for thane. Off is for miles. Dip switch 1, I just put it in that box because that's the same size box you have on your train. Is that one there. So that's dip switch 1 is now on. So this is in theory set for thane's locomotive. Dip switches 2 and 3 we don't care. Dip switch 4 on for skip the display test. Off for perform the display test. Then the other thing we have is the reset button, which would plug into this if we decide to use it. Plug it in here, drill a hole in the top console, and this is hard to do with one hand. So now you can reset it. And again, if I throw the switch over, when it resets, it'll do the oh, that's the thane switch. 4, dip switch 4 is the power on reset. And it just kind of exercises all the displays. So I'll leave it in that position. And if you wanted to install this, we just take a drill, the size of this, poke it through here, where that little hole is, and that's already pre-lined up, so it'll look good. And there's room behind there for that to go in. I put a bigger heat sink on these because it does get a little warm. So, oh, I also did this. Remember, we talked about putting a pluggable power. So we have that thing. We'll hook your wires up to that, and you can just plug it in. So there's your speedometer. And of course, these features here we add to thanes sometime. I'll make them up, and one day we can drill holes and poke them through. And the software is already there, and I just need to reload this software into Thanes. As well, remember the calibration has only been roughed in, which means it'll work, but we'll go out there one day with something, with the GPS or something. It should match your GPS. And if you think it's a little fast or a little slow, we can tweak it. And that's it.